Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Legacies. This is episode 8 of season 4. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this amazing season so far. Last episode was really interesting. Hope did return to the school, not because she's back to normal, not because she wants to be there, because she wanted to retrieve some weapons, because she's on a mission and she wanted to collect the weapons from the school. Now, while she was there, everybody, the squad, decided that it would be a good idea that they would try to turn her humanity back on. So they pretty much held, like, I don't know, like an America's and Britain's Got Talent kind of show. She sat down, she was the panel, they had the crosses up at the top, everybody got a life, they all come on stage, they was all trying to get the feels, they was all trying to tell some emotional storylines and explain some situations that they've been in, hoping that, it would turn Hope's humanity back on. And every time somebody was up there, she was getting more savage and worse and boom, 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 crossing everybody off, cutting Pedro off. He'd done a little nice drawing of Hope. She wanted to absolutely rip it apart. She was being absolutely savage. We had an interesting encounter between Dark Jose and actual, humanity turned off Hope, and it was good because they kind of had a little fight. Hope was obviously saying that she don't care about anyone, she don't care about anything, where Dark Jose, she tested it. She threw something, she threw that ball, like when you're lying and you hold it and it turns red, and if you're telling the truth it turns blue. When Hope was saying she don't care about anything, she launched the ball at her, she grabbed it, it turned red, she was obviously lying, and then they had a little encounter. She ended up obviously, boom, pinging her. Hope hit her with a spell, and it transitioned her back into being Jose. Now, Hope, obviously, she wants to leave the school, and she keeps going on that she would dominate everybody and she would take them all out if everybody stands in their way, but she didn't actually take Josie down. What she'd done is she knocked her out. She put her inside the therapy box, which is interesting because it's showing that Hope does actually care about her friends. Even though there's still a switch turned off in there, she's still got a little bit of emotions because she knows what she's doing. She doesn't really want to hurt people that she truly loves. Now, what's interesting is obviously she had a conversation with MG as well about this, and he was saying, look, I'm not going to get in your way, you've made your mind up, if you want the weapons, here they are, take them and go. And that's what she did. She packed them in the bags after she took down Jose, and she went on her merry way. Now, what's really interesting is this episode, Lizzie was in kind of like an alternate reality sort of. Actually, I don't know where she is. I think she was inside the therapy box, to be honest, and she was in there, and it was like in the Western time, and she was searching for answers. She was trying to figure out, like what was going on with Hope, a way to stop her. And in this dream, or in this thing in the box that she was in, she encountered loads of different scenarios. Then she encountered Rick's brother. Her dad Rick was in jail. She was trying to get him out of there, obviously. She went and found Hope in that one. Hope wanted to recruit her to a team because she was kind of like strong, and she said no. She encountered Rick's brother. He told her that she got some weapons that could take down the Tribrid. In this dream, she actually shot Hope and took her out. And then, obviously, at the end, when she went to leave the therapy box, they crossed paths. Her and Josie crossed paths. As Lizzie was coming out to leave, Josie was coming in to stay because she got sent in there, like I said, from Hope. They had a brief conversation, and Lizzie was like, I know what I'm doing, I know how to take Hope out, and she was leaving. Now, it's really interesting to me. I don't know if she's going to go and try and either kill Hope, or if she's the one on the phone. I think that she's the person on the phone that rang Hope in, I think it might have rang her in the last episode at the very end, but also in the episode that Rebecca did make a return. And I think that she's trying to entice Hope in, bring her in, so that she could possibly try and kill her with, I don't know, maybe some of the ash or some of the oak or whatever it is from that tree that was planted in the garden that we only think that Cleo knows about. But who knows? It is really interesting. I want to know what Lizzie's up to. I don't want her to die. The only way I want her to die is by getting bitten and transition over into being a wolf, then into a vampire, or even better, a heretic. That would be so good. She could be a siphoner and a vampire. That would be really exciting to see. But it's intriguing, this Hope storyline. I've liked her acting this season. Some situations she's annoyed me, other situations she's excited me. Overall, she's been absolutely dominant, and she's been the star of it. So I can't wait to watch, obviously, this episode, see how it plays out, see if I'm right, who's with Lizzie being on the end of the phone. I'd like the encounter. We must be getting close towards a mid-season finale. This may be it. I'm not too sure. I've not seen if there's any more after this before the Christmas break, so I'm really excited. Hopefully it's an amazing episode. If you guys do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into episode 8 of season 4 of Legacies.
In psychology, pressure is expressed as the stress associated with the expectation to perform.
I have to go.
I'm Dr. Josette Saltzman, or just Josie, a surgical intern at Michelson Memorial Hospital. My mother was a surgeon, my father was a surgeon, and me, I'm barely holding it together.
What's going on here? She's a doctor. What's going on?
What if Hope tampered with the therapy box?
Jo could be experiencing something terrible. She could be dying in there over and over again.
If her experience is anything like mine, it'll be revelatory.
Do you mind sharing what's happened while you were in there?
A way to deal with our Hope problem.
I don't believe Hope will be returning.
And what if you're wrong?
Either way, we still have to be ready, which is why I am going to go train with Ethan.
Do you need help with your Hope plan?
Could use some inspiration for the how part.
You know, I was saying that I thought Lizzie might be the person on the phone, but then again, you know, Lizzie's here at the school now, and I'm thinking that maybe it's not now, because they would have had to cross timeline pass, wouldn't they, for like Lizzie to come out of the box and like set whatever it is in motion, that plan. I'm really excited though to see who that person is on the phone. I think like we need to, in the back end of the season, we need to full steam ahead with that, because it's a new threat. It's a new, not monster, but a new enemy that's posing, a threat, which I think's really exciting, because it's kind of like the original vibes. That's kind of what I feel like when you get a threat on the phone and coming for you, blah blah blah. It's different to the Malvo vibe. It's like, let's go and attack them, let's find it. Threaten me, I'll threaten you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. So I am thinking that it's got real good potential. Oh.
I'll take another. And get in touch with the rest of the triad. Set a meeting for later this afternoon. Is there a problem?
3 to be exact.
Hey. Yes, Hope. I do love Hope. Whether she's a bitch or whether she's a badass or whether she's just loving London.
I have a theory that the whole point of limbo is to atone for the mistakes of your life.
Here the three of us are, dead as decency, enjoying milkshakes.
Excellent work, by the way.
Yeah, well, years of practice. I learned that limbo's teeming with scores of lost souls.
Because now that we know the rules of the game, we know how to cheat.
Send everyone on the boat.
Steal that boat and go home.
Why isn't my dad the one the hospital's named after? Why aren't I scrubbing in on a coronary artery bypass graft? Because this isn't my story. It's hers.
She's helping pioneer a new technique. I told you to knock if it was important.
Doctors and mental art. Oh, there we go.
Oh my god.
Incendia!
Ah, lucky mate. Can't use magic with
Before
that.
attacking, I would have told you that this candle's nullifying our magic.
The tribrid was never meant to exist. Kill me if you must, but there will be no hiding from your fate.
Why don't you tell me where the vampire and the werewolf that you're working with are? I can have this conversation with them too.
Any act of treason is punishable by
Fire, yes, I know.
the Alpha will tear out your blasphemous tongue. You will find the others.
Integrity. I don't miss it.
As if like you would actually bound your own life to that spell. Like she was saying, you're not dumb enough to do that. You are the person that's wrote the spell, you're the one that's cast it or whatever. Like she just said, you wouldn't put your life on it. You would definitely just cut that one out. So, yeah, defo done it. Yeah, all of us are bound together, but you're not really. You know, you got like then, mate. As soon as you went to speak, boom, set on fire. Can't be doing with that one. Hope's really good. Actually, I think there's certain times in the season kind of wanted humanity to come back on. You know, kind of wanted her to be part of the group again. There's other times like this. I'm so happy it's not, because I would rather the back end of the season her fighting people. I just would. I love her being in the school, but I love seeing this development of Hope's side. Like, I'm happy for a full season of it, dominating, turn humanity off, go after everybody. Then we can come back, then we can reunite, then we can be all teams, thumbs up, singing or dancing again.
I'm guessing you had a run-in with the tribrid?
She was kind enough to tell me where your little werewolf den is, but it was pretty hard to decipher given all the screaming that she was doing. I'm here to challenge you.
Yeah, no crap.
Officially.
Call him Dr. Death, because he
Yes,
can kill
mate.
your career with the snap of his fingers.
She has a rare genetic condition called CMT. I believe it's what's causing her tremors. Now get back to work and make sure that butcher of a sister of yours hasn't minced any of her patients on your way.
You're basically giving up on all the people that she could help one day.
We deal in hard facts and science, not emotion. Don't let your friendship with her get in the way of your judgment. Dr. Marcuson's career in surgery is over.
They're kind of talking about like the present there, like they all depend on her and they all rely on her, but no, everybody is indispensable. I think he just said, like, you don't really need them. You think you do, but you can still excel without them. But this show cannot excel without Hope. It would massively be a decline. If Hope left, there's no Legacies for me. You would end the show. It would do one season after, and then it'd be donezo. But in terms of obviously talking about this, that's interesting.
Please forgive me, sir. I had no idea about the landmine. It's one of their monsters in Limbo.
I've been wondering that myself while you were failing. Perhaps I've always gone here just like find someone you've wronged that isn't a fish.
Way ahead of you.
Here.
Oh. How's she dead?
Saltzman, Elizabeth's father.
Okay, not exactly what we were going for. Where's... That's why we call it practice. Let's run it again.
True.
This isn't
True,
exactly
innit?
what I had in mind when you said we'd work on my powers.
Rescue guy. All right? And the
That is
greatest
good.
offense is a good
That's
defense.
not even the phrase.
Sorry to interrupt. I need you.
But I did promise Ethan that
I wasn't talking to you.
The rescue guy, huh?
True, true.
Because Dr. Death thinks that she has some rare genetic condition, and he's gonna go to the board to revoke her license. But I have an idea. Involves going into the old personnel files.
Don't be doing that one.
Lose our jobs.
And this hospital, with her family name on it, could lose her. Wait 5 minutes before you follow me up.
Okay.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
Oh.
Loser Rex.
That was pretty sick, that, actually. Oh.
Now that I'm your alpha, you have to do whatever I say, right? Tell me where the vampire is. I'm assuming you've met them all.
We're branded. If we do exactly what
Rules are rules, remember?
Savage Hope, mate. Savage Hope. Gonna counter it. Because when Finch, tried to take Jed down to be the alpha, they said in there, female can't be an alpha. That's what they said, mate. They physically said that. Those words come out of his mouth. And they said that they couldn't fight because no man would fight a woman. And a female can't become an alpha. That's why she's like, oh, she'll challenge at pool then. And then at the end of it, she threw the game. He still won. They sat up at the top and she was like, look, you know, I've seen how much it meant to you to be the alpha. That's the reason why I threw the game. Because you are a person that actually cares for this. And, you know, if you're willing to change, then maybe the rules are willing to change as well. Now, that's not been, boom, shot out to every single wolf pack in the world, has it? So, I mean, again, I think it's interesting, but we'll just see how it goes. Hope's dominating. I'm loving it. She's fighting. She's killing people. She's being good.
You must be Miss Michelson. The mistress of the house has been expecting you.
Oh, mate, hopefully it's someone sick that we know.
Actually, expect me to forgive you for running a supernatural school in our town. Your application is denied. I don't care about this stupid little coin that you keep talking about, Dr. Saltzman.
But let's talk about you. I didn't even know that you had died.
I have a broken heart. Why do you even bother apologizing if you clearly don't think you've done anything wrong?
You are trapped in limbo because you are one of the two most miserable people to ever walk the face of the earth, and the other is your daughter.
I forgive her. She's only screwed up because you're her father. Hey, Stud. Which way did you say that boat was?
It's just back the way we came.
I believe I know exactly who you need to talk to.
This looks therapeutic, too.
Elizabeth problems?
She grabbed Ethan to help her with her mysterious plan, and I guess that bothered me, too.
Sometimes the right decisions are the hardest ones to make. Maybe I'm a bad friend, but I don't trust that she's thinking clearly yet, so I turned her down. This tree is the magical loophole nature created when Hope became the tribrid. Should I destroy it in order to protect Hope, or begin sharpening it to protect the world from her?
When Hope was back at the school, she handed me a sword to see if I had the guts to kill. I won't go that far, no matter what.
I think you should burn it as well, to be fair. That's me being biased. Oh, I knew it. I read the room in the last episode. I called it. I knew that's what Lizzie took from that the therapy box. That was a weapon there to kill Hope. Now, I know that it was a bullet that she had, but just putting two and two together, I just knew that she would acknowledge that the tree. Now, I'm happy that MG wanted to burn it, and I'm kind of like, not shocked, but it's nice to see Cleo doing a bit of extension of trust, you know, and putting that information into MG's hands and, you know, like giving him this massive bit of info, isn't it? And he said burn it. And he's a good leader. I think MG is a good leader. I think he looks logically at situations, me. I actually do. Do you remember when he wanted to go to the prison world and he didn't want to? He thought it was a bad plan. Everyone else was just quick and rash to do it. He came out with a logical approach, and Lizzie did stand by him that time. And I do think he's really good. But yeah, she's going to get it. She wants to go and attack Hope. I knew that would happen. I just, like I said, hope it doesn't end with Lizzie dying. And if she does die, I won't mind if it's a transition over into a heretic. I think it would just make her character even better.
Your diagnosis was wrong. CMT passes from father to daughter, so if Hope has it, then her dad had to have it too. My father signed this report, clearing him. And my dad hated KLAUS.
You don't have access to that file. You may tell the staff to stop cleaning out her locker on your way to clean out yours.
I'd just turn up to work the next day, me. I would literally... Do you know what? I would turn up to work the next day, say she sacked or whatever. I'd be like, unfair dismissal. And then they'd be like, well, you broke in. I'd be like, where's your proof? Show it me physically. Put it in right in here. Now show them CCTV. Show the file. Show it. I'll go. Do you know what I mean? It's always one of those. You can't get sacked from work if you've got a contract and they just sack you. They got to have a case and then they got to have the evidence. You can't just say, you're terrible, sacked. Do you know what? They might be able to do that in other countries, but you can't do it here. Like, I can't turn up into work and say, do you know what? You're not really good, you know. Like, you're supposed to be doing all these bookings and you're not doing it. I'm afraid we're going to have to let you go. I bet you can't really do that. They'd have to have a big full case. They would have to show consistently bad performances, letting everybody down, not doing what you're supposed to be doing, loads of things, because you could just claim unfair dismissal.
I see him in you.
Oh,
The pig?
spin
I was
round.
speaking of KLAUS.
What do you think of my father?
Sounds like Aurora. Fucking knew it, mate. No, it's good. This is good now. That's really good.
Daughter of the Count de Martel, first vampire of Rebecca's Psy line. Surely he must have mentioned me.
You were left under a rug in a spare room of the family compound.
Yeah, how
Sort of
she
like
got
an old
out.
lamp no one knew what to do with.
But you will answer for the disrespect I have been shown. You will wear the fate your father deserved.
It's good, mate.
I don't know how I can thank you.
You can start by telling me the truth. You were taking PXT to control the symptoms.
Are you gonna tell anyone?
Unless you telling me why you did it convinces me otherwise.
So, this has all been about my father.
Damage I've experienced at the hands of your father is not so simple. Can you imagine my disappointment when I was woken up and learned that he had taken the coward's way out?
Well, I'll give you
Oh,
this much.
Papa Tunde Blade.
Underwhelming revelations. Yeah, am I supposed to be impressed?
It's one of 4 bones culled from the hollow. Oh, I see that name rings a bell at least.
Yeah, there we go, man.
Do you think yourself so strong as him?
Why don't you come at me with that thing? Let's find out.
Darling, no, that wouldn't be very sporting, would it? It's only fair that I give you a head start.
You wanna play games? Tag, you're it.
It's mad Aurora. You need to go down.
Yeah,
Mate, Aurora is a crazy person, man. She's absolutely crazy. She does me head in sometimes. I really do like her, though. I am more on the side, I enjoy Aurora more than I dislike her. She's a madding, though. If you have a chance to take her out now, you do it. You absolutely do it. Now, that blade as well. The Hollow. She was a bitch. Anything to do with that needs to be destroyed, literally. That's the reason why KLAUS and Elijah are gone.
Supposed to be a surgeon. Since the day that I was born. I don't even know who I'd be without it.
Faked his test results somehow.
My dad didn't fake anything. Your father did. And he knew about my dad's CMT. He covered it up. It was the best way to help the greatest number of people. Tell the board how crucial it is to reinstate you.
I don't want to stay. But when I was fired today, I just felt relief. I always thought that you were so much better than me. You feel that pressure too. I still want to be a doctor, help people. I can't do that to the best of my ability at this hospital. I felt the need to live up to this school that was literally created for me. If I'm gonna help the real you out there, I need to leave.
I think the wrong one of us is in this hospital bed.
I'd say I've not read hers as much as I read Lizzie's. I knew what Lizzie was going to do. Do you know what's interesting with that? Is that she was saying Rick falsified like the stuff for KLAUS to stay as the doctor. Now, what's your opinion? It's deep. It's a deep question. If a doctor had a condition like Hope it had here, and one person died in surgery for every 200 people that come in, so like she saved 200 per one death, so that means that obviously she saves 1,000 lives but 5 people die. Do you know what I mean? 2,000 lives, 10 people die. Is that a good ratio? I personally think it is, Now, people could obviously disagree. No, that innocent person's died. I get it. Totally get it. I'm with you all the way. That innocent person's died. But I'm also thinking 1,000 people is a lot for 5 deaths. Like, it's a lot of people that you saved. Imagine how many lives can be better off. How many families are better off. How many, kids can be born from that bloodline that can go out and improve the whole entire world. You know what I mean? Like, so it's interesting, but it is deep because no innocent should die at the hands of somebody incapable of doing something. I'm on that side as well.
But you heard what Cleo said, that tree can kill Hope.
You just heard them. They won't fight her. No one who's gone to this school with Hope their whole lives can see it. They all have a giant tribrid-shaped blind spot.
Malivore already made me a villain and I hated it.
I'm asking you to be a hero. But I need someone here who's willing to protect everyone who won't protect themselves.
What if I phase out of here and warn MG and Cleo instead?
You'll only be putting them in more danger. I might do a spell. Make you forget we ever had this conversation. For all you'll know, we walked out to the old mill. I wanted to talk. Heard me out and held my hand.
Well, I either lie, or the best memory I have of you and me is just a fake.
I mean, has he really got many memories with Lizzie?
You're crazy.
Yes, of course, darling, I know.
I need to know more about this. Tell me what it did to my father.
Burrowed into his chest, rendering him unconscious.
She can't die, not in this episode.
You have no idea what you're doing. It's like your father.
Only when it comes to you. You see, maybe you're the problem.
I swear to you, you will remember me.
Oh, wait.
I'll explain everything once we wake up.
That was good, man. He wanted to try and stab Hope with that, did he? Like that time.
I'm sorry about earlier. I should not have been giving you a hard time.
I don't know what I'm doing with this whole leadership thing, but I don't think I'm the kind of leader that'll ever be okay with leaving one of my own behind. You and Lizzie, huh?
We just took a walk out to the old mill. It was nice. I think.
That's really good. He chose his friend. I like it. I like it. It's good that he chose MG. I like it.
I know I'm supposed to be finding somebody else you pissed off, which shouldn't be too hard.
The person I need to talk to is you.
London.
I didn't know what I'd be getting you into.
This school is my home.
But you gave up everything for it, Landon, including your life.
I don't regret it. I want to find a way back to Hope. I just thought we'd already done enough, That me and Hope deserve to have the choice we made matter, to be happy. I have no idea what the hell I'm supposed to do.
Just go back, mate. Get Hope. Do you reckon they both gonna get a coin?
It's not unlike me to get so caught up in what other people need that I miss what's really happening.
I pulled an action figure out of a toddler's throat today, and somehow this is weird. We might actually have a for real, not even kidding, honest to God date night. I'm gonna run back inside, change into something with less kid saliva on it.
I think it was Queen who got it right. Pressure is the terror of knowing what the world is about.
Ah, what? Oh, I've not read Josie's vibe. I don't know what she's took from it. Fucking hell, mate. Transition bodies.
Thanks to a little magic from dear departed Agatha, Papa Tunde's blade that was destroyed in order to raise the hollow. Does the back of your neck itch by any chance?
But you betrayed Triad. You should have burnt with the others.
I did no such thing. I merely manipulated you into killing them. But is it any match for the Tribrid? Come at me, and let's find out.
Ah, no chance, mate. You would not go after Aurora. Nah, mate. She took the right play there. She done the right play. There is no way you go after unstable, absolutely crazy, fully activated Tribrid Aurora. You're off skis. You gotta get a plan. But then, what's interesting is if they kill her, because there is a weapon that can kill her. Aurora doesn't know that. They can kill. Lizzie can kill her. Oh, mate. Imagine if Lizzie kills her and Hope witnesses it from the side as Aurora, for example. What the hell? Do you know what I mean? And then what happens to Hope's body? Does it decay? I don't know. It's a really good, to me, amazing twist. I actually really love this.
I thought you might want to know that Josie is awake, and the reason I chose not to inspire you today. I turned you away because I was afraid you were not being honest. I became aware of a weapon that can kill the Tribrid. Instead of telling anyone, I kept it to myself. I destroyed it.
You did the right thing. I've been in a dark place. If I'd known about a weapon that could hurt Hope,
oh, they've got it.
I've done something awful.
Interesting. I want us to go and kill Hope now because it's Aurora. See, I'll always go back to, why does it have to be that big? Why can she not make like 15 of them out of that small one? Oh, see what I mean? I'll go back to it, me. Like, literally. Why are the stakes fucking massive all the time? They're like this big. And it's like, mate, if it's so important and it's so little, they need to be finger big. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because you get destroyed with the bodies. I've said this all of the time. Like, KLAUS was going to kill himself at the end of the originals. Elijah come over, he snapped it. It was absolutely massive. He might as well have carried the whole white oak tree with him, like, literally, and give a branch to everyone. No, I'm joking. But, literally, they're so big. She could literally break that down. Who was it that had the smart idea? It might have even been AURORA. It was AURORA. See what I'm saying? She's good. She got it. She fashioned it down. She put it into bullets. Loads of bullets. Loads of weapons. Because she knew it didn't have to be this big. It needed to be this big. And that is literally it. Now, what's exciting is I think AURORA's a fantastic character. She's one of them ones where she's unpredictable. You don't know what you're going to get from her, what scene. She's going to be happy, she's going to be sad, she's going to be crazy, she's going to be funny. Like, she is a good one. Now, bringing her back, I'm kind of happy that I guessed that's AURORA's voice. I was like, is that AURORA? Like, I got it. Really smart that she changed me. Like, well, she tricked me that it was the trident and not the Papatunde's blade. I can't believe I didn't remember that the bones got destroyed as part of trying to take the hollow out. Proper got me on that one. It was a good twist. And then right at the very end, twisting and switching bodies. It's really exciting. Hope was smart. Now, Hope was in a position, yeah, here, humanity off. Here, humanity on. And in a different body. Now, unlogical thinking, logical thinking. Really crazy. Now she's stable. It's like, what's she going to do? Do you know what I mean? She used it smartly. I'm out of here. I ain't challenging that. Need to literally, I need to go away, start again, regroup, new plan. Let's attack it head on. So again, man, I think this is one of the best plays they could have done. I thought it might have been Lizzie on the phone. It was AURORA. It's way better. To me, it is way better. I really enjoy her in the show. Well, I enjoyed her of what we had in the originals. Hopefully, she could be very good and entertaining for the end of this season. Okay, that is going to wrap up episode 8 of season 4. This season's just getting better and better, in my opinion. I'm actually really liking how we're using the therapy box as not a sole episode. How can we explain? We're using it in a 2 parts. So we've got the present, and then we've got a story going on in the therapy box. And like the last episode, Lizzie's story in the therapy box made a lot of correlation, if that makes sense, to the present. So the information that she was getting in the back, in whatever story that you would call that a backstory, a new world, whatever's, tied perfectly in to the story in the present, even though the timelines was 2 completely different things. And I really, really enjoyed it. And then boom, today, this episode again, we had Josie's point of view. Usually in the therapy boxes, we totally focus on that episode, but we in the back-to-back episodes, we've used both the twins, and we've used it. One's in one gathering information while the present's still going on, and one's in the other gathering information, the present's still on. Now, I read the Lizzie one. I read what she took out from it, and that she's going to get a weapon and she's going to go after Hope. With this Josie one, I've not really... I don't think I've read it well. I don't know what she's taken from it. I feel like what she took from that is that she's put so much pressure on herself to live up to the school. Her dad created it, so she's got to be great at it. You know, her dad created it, so she's got to, like, save it. And she puts so much pressure on herself to be amazing that she doesn't, I don't know, just enjoy herself. That's kind of what I took from it. But then, I don't know if she's going to, like, leave the school, leave Hope, leave Lizzie, leave Finch. I don't know. In terms of, I think I read that aspect right, that she puts too much pressure on herself. She feels like she needs to excel instead of just enjoying it and being a student like everybody else and not really giving a crap. I think I read that right. This other part, not too sure. Got to say, though, giving it a round of applause, bringing AURORA back, bringing a new threat back. You know, we've got another crazy person who's actually really good, who ties into the originals, who ties into... Well, I think it ties perfectly into the story. She didn't like KLAUS, did she? Because, I mean, she did like KLAUS. She most definitely liked him. But, like, she didn't like it that he was, like, a hybrid and superior. She took the serum. Oh, no, did she take it? Don't think she did, actually. No, I don't know. I can't remember. No, I don't think she... Disappointing that. I'm really disappointed that I can't remember if she took it. She was going to take the serum to take her into the next level of Lucian's status, wasn't it? Literally a new original, so to speak. She did have the possibility to do that, and she always just wanted to be better. You know, KLAUS absolutely ruined her life, but also from the KLAUS and that, she also got this amazing life as well. Elijah ruined it, didn't her, when when he compelled them all to pretend that they was Rebecca and went on the run for literally centuries away from Michael, and that is why she wants to come back and she wanted to destroy them. And obviously KLAUS didn't want her at the end, he wanted Camille, so she went absolutely crazy, and that is the reason why she got took down, wrapped in the box, as well as Tristan. You know, they tried to take out the family towards the end, didn't she? But she's back, and she's in the present, and she's in Hope's body. So I'm fascinated to see in the next episode, are we going to have Hope as Aurora? So we're not going to see Hope, we're going to see Aurora, a person, for the whole of the episode. Or we're going to focus on Hope's body as Aurora being crazy. And because I feel like it would be well interesting, like I mentioned, for Lizzie to go after Hope and fight her and maybe take her out with the stake, and everybody be like, oh my God, you know, like, she's dead, the Hope's dead. And then Hope's just stood there as Aurora, like, hi, I'm actually alive, but yeah, I'm in this body. Like, what's the crack now, mate? You've just killed that one, what am I supposed to do with it? Do you know what I mean? Also, she'd be like, why are you killing me? Yeah, like, again, so I think it's going to be a really good twist. This may be the mid-season finale. It's episode 8, I think. Have we been going to episode 16? So it would make sense to be direct in the middle, and it's Christmas period as well. I feel like if this was the mid-season finale, that is a pretty good one. I liked the story it was told. I like the shock of Aurora coming back. I like the body transition, and I like how Ethan decided to choose MG over Lizzie. I do like that, and obviously Lizzie getting the weapon as well, so it's really exciting. I actually cannot wait for the next episode. I can't wait to see, like I said, whose body we're going to be watching, how Aurora's going to be now she's got all these powers, and what's Hope going to do now she can think rationally. It's going to be well exciting, and hopefully, guys, can't wait for that too. So thanks so much for clicking on today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.